Welcome to the Centre of Ki. In this class today, we're focusing on releasing some tension, building some core strength, and then relaxing and opening so that we can feel calm and confident and relaxed, especially in maybe some tricky social situations that you might find yourself in, especially around Christmas time or other times of the year. So let's get started. Roll out your mat and I'll see you in a moment. Okay, we're going to start by opening up the sides. So we're going to take one leg out to the side and bring your other foot in nice and close towards you. Okay, and this one we want to have the hand just resting with the palm facing inwards on the straight leg here, and the other hand is actually going to just rest with the palm facing behind you on the side of the body. Okay, so it might seem a bit of a strange pose. It's kind of like a teapot pose, a seated teapot, let's call it that. So toes pulling back on your straight leg, yeah? So take a big breath in, and as you exhale, we're just going to slide the arm or the hand down the leg, and as we do that, the top elbow is lifting, so this hand is sliding up towards your armpit. And we breathe in, come back up, so just get a feel for that. And exhale, slide, so the hand slides down, elbow slides up. So we want to feel this side opening as the elbow draws up to the ceiling. Inhale, come back, and exhale, take it over to the side. Try to keep this arm on the inside of the leg as you slide down. Inhale, coming up, let's do one more, and exhale, going over, elbow squeezing up, maybe looking up to the ceiling if you can, and then breathe in, come back. All right, we'll swap the legs over, so take the other leg out, bring the other foot in. That's it, okay, and you might find one side is a bit harder or a bit sticky, so just see how you go. So hand on the inside, palm facing away from you, other hand with the palm facing behind you. So toes are back, take a breath in, and as you exhale, we're going to slide the hand up, slide the hand down the leg. Inhale, come back, so we want to start with this hand about waist height. And then exhale, sliding up, so elbow lifting to the ceiling, other hand sliding down. Inhale, coming back. And exhale, going over. Just feeling that side open. Now keep pulling the toes back on your straight leg. Inhale, coming up, one more. And exhale, going over, lifting that elbow, maybe looking up to the ceiling. And then coming back. Good, all right, so let's go back to that first side. Now for this one, you may want to grab a belt or something if you can't reach your foot. So we want to try and grab the big toe. So the thumb can sit in between the big toe and the second toe, and you can grab your big toe like that. If that's too much, you can just always hold onto the leg with your hand, or you can use a belt or a rope or something, a scarf, anything like that, and you can just loop that over the ball of the foot and hold from underneath, because we want to be able to try and pull this elbow to the inside of the lower leg. Okay, so just doing what you can. I'll demonstrate this side with the belt. All right, so we're holding on. Okay, this time we're just going to have this other arm out to the side. So we want to take a big breath in, and on the exhale, we just want to stretch the arm up to the ceiling. So lifting up as if someone's pulling your wrist up to the sky. All right, so we take a big breath in there. And on the exhale, we take that arm across. So it's a slightly stronger side opener, extending through the fingertips. Inhale to come up. Exhale, take it over. Now using the belt, we can pull on the belt to pull the toes back on the straight leg. Inhale to come up. Exhale, take it over. Stretch through those fingertips. See if you can push down through this bent knee on the floor. One more. Inhale to come up. And then exhale, pulling on the foot, stretching through those fingertips, extending and lengthening. And then coming back. Good. All right, so we'll do that on the other side. So swap the legs over. Okay, I'll demonstrate this side without the belt. So we're grabbing the big toe with the thumb and the fingers wrapped around. So that means my palm is facing up to the ceiling. All right, so other hand is on the thigh. Take a breath in, and just exhaling first, stretch that arm up and lift. As you lift the arm, you're going to feel the side of the body open. All right, so take a big breath in there and exhale, take it over, stretch through those fingertips. Inhale, coming up, exhale over. So don't bend this top arm, you want to make it straight and long as it can be. Inhale to come up, exhale, take it over, pulling on the foot or the toe and see if that side can stretch even more. Inhale up, one more, and exhaling over, stretching and lengthening, fingertips reaching. Good, and then coming back up. All right, so quite a strong stretch to start. We're going to come onto the hands and knees now. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. All right, so taking a breath in there. And as you exhale, lift the belly, tuck the back up, tuck the head under, squeeze nice and strongly. And then inhale, let's go the other way. Lift the head, look up to the ceiling. You want to squeeze the back, push through the hands. And then exhale, draw the belly in as tightly as you can. Tuck the head under, look towards your belly button. Inhale, go the other way. Keep those arms lengthening, so don't drop the chest. Keep pushing through the hands to lift. And then exhale, drawing up, squeezing, arms stay nice and long. One more each way. Inhale, lift, look up. Hold that breath in for a little bit. Feel the squeeze in the back. The head is trying to touch the bottom. And then exhale, drawing up, lifting, squeezing till there's nothing left. Belly button touching the spine. And then coming back to neutral. All right, so just a quick little child's pose. So come into a ball. If you need to, you can rest your head on your fists. So put one fist on top of the other. Or if you can, get your head to the floor, then rest it on the mat. Let the bottom drop towards the heels. And just take a couple of breaths there. Make sure there's some space between the knees for your chest and belly to hang. Softening as you breathe out. Good. All right, and then slowly curl yourself up through the spine. Head comes up last. Lovely stuff. All right, so hopefully you can kneel. If you can't kneel, just come up onto the knees. So kneeling with the bottom on the heels. We're going to bring the hand, let's start with the right hand on the lower back, left hand on the left thigh. Take a breath in there. And on your breath out, push your hips forward. Now you want to make a big arc with this front arm and take the arm next to the ear and stretch out through your fingertips. Inhale, coming all the way down. And again, exhale, push the hips forward, use the hand on the back, stretch the fingertips above you, trying to get the arm next to the ear and lengthen it away. Inhale, coming back, let's do two more. Exhaling, stretching, push through the hand on the back, squeeze the hips forward. Inhale, down, one more. Exhale, extending up, push the hips forward, stretch the fingertips back. Good, and then inhale, back. Let's stay here, breathe out and swap the hands over. So left hand is on the back now, right hand is on the thigh. Take a breath in. And exhale, push your hips forward, scoop that arm, make a big arc with the fingertips. And then inhale, bring it back. And again, exhale, stretch the fingers forwards and upwards and over. Arm is next to the ear, push the hips forward. Inhale, bring it back, just two more. And exhale, squeezing into the back. Feel the front of the body open, lengthen through those fingertips. Inhale, coming down, let's do one more. And breathing out, stretching, lengthening, pushing into the back there with the hand. And then coming all the way down, good. All right, just a quick little child's pose again. Curling into a ball. Breathing into this space now in the back. Feel it expand. up gently again. Now for this next one, we can either have both hands on the back and we push the hips forward, okay? For those that maybe have a bit more flexibility, so if you can, we can tuck the toes in and hold on to the ankles, yeah? And we want to push the hips forward that way. So only if you can grab your ankles. If you can't grab your ankles, then just bring your hands to your back. So I'll do 2 with the hands on the back and 2 with the hands on the ankles. You choose where you want to go. All right, so take a breath in and exhale, push the hips forward, use the hands on the back, squeeze those elbows, and maybe we can look up towards the ceiling. Breathe in, come all the way down. And again, exhale, squeezing forwards, push the hips, feel the chest opening as you look upwards. Inhale, coming down. I'm going to come onto the toes now, hold the ankles. Take a breath in and exhale, push the hips forward, roll the shoulders back. Okay, so if you can't hold your ankles, just keep the hands on the back. Inhale, come all the way down. Let's do one more. And exhale, squeeze the hips forwards. Feel the belly stretch. Feel the shoulders roll back. And then gently coming all the way down. Lovely stuff. All right, so let's lie on the back now. Have a moment there. Just let that go. So arms beside you, palms are up, legs are out nice and long. Breathe deeply inwards. Feel the belly, the back expanding. And exhale. Let it go. All right, so we want to put a bit of pressure in the belly now. We're going to open things up, open the sides, open the front, squeezed into the back. So now we want to just wake this belly up, put some energy into there. So let's just start really simply with the knees bent. So feet are just comfortably apart, hands interlaced behind the head, taking a breath in. And as you exhale, just lifting your head and shoulders off the floor and look towards your knees. Inhale, come back. And exhale, squeezing up. Keep the shoulders relaxed as much as possible. Inhale, come back. So in this next one, as you exhale and lift the head and shoulders, we're going to bring the right elbow and left knee together. So make sure you don't roll the left shoulder onto the floor. Keep it lifting. Inhale, bring everything back down. Exhale, lift head and shoulders and pull your left elbow to your right knee now. Inhale, come back. Exhale, lift and twist and squeeze. Breathing out, hold the breath out. Inhale through the nose and back. Exhale through the mouth, lift and squeeze. Inhale, come back. Exhale, lift and squeeze across the body. Good. Inhale down. Exhale, lifting. 2 more. Breathe in, back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, back. And exhale, lift. Good. And then come down. Just stay there for a moment. Just feel the belly starting to warm up. We're going to work that a little more strongly. So hands are back behind the head. This time the legs are straight. Pulling the toes back on the feet. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift the head again and bring the right elbow and left knee. As you do that, push out through your right heel strongly. Inhale, bring the head back. Exhale, bring the head up. Lift left elbow to right knee and push out through the left leg on the ground. Inhale, back. Exhale, lift and squeeze across. Feel the squeeze in the belly. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Just working slowly, building strength. Inhale, back. 2 more. Exhale, lift, squeeze across. Breathe in, down. Last one. And exhale. Good. And come back. Now, I did say that was the last one. We're actually going to do 2 more. 1 more on each side. And we're going to hold and breathe. As we hold and breathe this one, we're going to breathe only through the nose and really focus on squeezing into the belly. So toes are back, hands interlaced, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, pull the right elbow and left knee together, and we stay here breathing. So close your mouth, breathe through the nose. Push out through the right heel on the ground as you squeeze your right elbow to your left knee. Making sure both shoulders are off the floor. Feel that strength coming into the belly. One more breath. Lovely. And then lower yourself back. Just stay there for a moment. Already feeling how that feels through the midline of the body. Alright, so let's get ready for the other side. So toes are back, take a breath in. Exhale, lift the head, lift the knee. So left elbow to right knee this time. Breathing through the nose. Now we're up here. So closing the mouth. Push out through the leg on the ground, straight leg on the floor. Making sure both shoulders are off the mat. Feel the belly expand as you breathe in. Squeeze into it as you breathe out. One more breath here. Soften the face. And then let that go. Well done. Alright, so just let your arms go, let your legs go. Feeling that warmth in the belly. So not only are we building strength there, we're actually massaging the inner organs, especially the intestines. So it might feel quite warm in there now. Things start moving. We're going to open and stretch the front of the body in a moment too. So just enjoying that feeling of warmth first. Noticing how the belly rises and expands now with the breath in. And as you exhale, it softens and relaxes. Just close your eyes here for a moment. Breathing gently. Alright, so let's just stretch and open the belly now. So let's take the feet nice and wide, bend the knees, and if you can, grab your ankles, hold on. If not, just press your palms down into the floor. Okay, so chin is tucking in, shoulders are rolling into the floor. Take a breath in, and just stay there, breathe out. Try and relax. Notice if your feet are turning outwards, and just turn the big toes in slightly. Alright, so big breath in again. And exhale, pressing the hips up, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the belly towards the ceiling. Inhale, come all the way down. Exhale, squeezing up, so lifting, stretching through that front of the body. Inhale, come back. Just 3 more nice strong ones. Exhale, lift, push the heels into the floor, and see if you can push the big toes down as well. Inhale to the ground. Exhale, we lift up. One more, inhale back. And exhale, squeezing up, breathing everything out till there's nothing left. And then gently coming down. Good stuff. Alright, so let's just bring the knees and ankles together now. Hands interlaced behind the head. Elbows on the floor. So also if your shoulders or neck are really tight, and the elbows are kind of lifting, then just place the arms out to the sides instead with the palms down. So big breath in here. Exhale, take the knees over to the right side and pull your left shoulder and elbow back to the floor. Inhale up. Exhale, knees to your left side, pulling the right shoulder and elbow back to the floor. Inhale up. Let's do 6 faster now. So 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good, and back to standard. So just noticing as you let that go and relax, all this beautiful energy in the belly, warm, expanded, but also strong in the deep core. Gives you that sense of calm, groundedness, and peace, which is what we're after, so we can approach and take that with us into those situations as we socialize, communicate, keeping us less likely to react to things as we encounter them. Alright, so let's bring the knees into the chest. Just give the lower back a little stretch here. So knees drawing in towards you. Take a breath in and exhale, pull your head up off the floor to squeeze towards the knees. Inhale, bring your head back. And again, exhale, lifting. Just feel the spine stretching as we do this. Inhale, come back. One more. Breathing out, squeezing up. And then let's rock and roll. So just kick your feet so that you can rock along the spine. And then we're coming up to sitting. Fantastic. All right, so we're going to sit up, taking the legs out in front of us. Just adjust your bottom if you need to. Excellent. All right, so legs are out straight. Just adjusting clothes here. All right, so we're going to interlace the hands. Just notice your shoulders. Try and relax them down. Pulling the toes back on your feet. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lengthen over the legs and push your hands towards your feet. Okay, so maybe you don't quite get there. If you can, go a bit further. Inhale, coming up. And then exhale. So as you go forwards, drawing the belly inwards, squeezing the belly into the spine. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, lengthening. Good. One more. Inhale, back. Just notice your shoulders again. Let them soften. And exhale, coming forwards. Good. All right. And then coming up. So we're just going to grab the legs wherever we can reach. So maybe you can reach your toes, and this time you can use, either your thumb again, or if you can get 2 fingers, wrap them around your big toe. If you want, you can even use the belt if you still have that handy, and we can hold onto the belt. Let's do that actually. So if you can, grab a belt if you can't quite reach the toes. So we want to lift up tall. So pull the toes back and lift through the spine. Imagine someone's pulling up with a string towards the sky. Okay, so the spine is nice and tall. We're going to take a big breath in, and on the exhale we're going to bend those elbows and pull the crown of the head towards the feet. But just don't arch the spine, okay? So try and keep the spine as long as you can as you do that. So I'll just turn side on so you can see. So we breathe in, lift nice and tall, and then exhale, pull yourself forward. So you may not get very far at all. That is completely fine. Inhale to lengthen the spine, so you might want to lift up a little bit, pull the toes back, and then exhale, pull yourself forward. So if you're using the belt, tuck the elbows in towards the sides of the legs. Inhale, lift, and if you need to, you can slide the hands closer to the feet. And exhale, pull yourself forwards, push out through the heels. Try not to bend the knees upwards. That's just avoiding the stretch. So you want to press the backs of the legs into the floor. Let's do one more. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, pulling yourself forwards. And we're just going to hold and breathe here a few breaths. So toes are back. The backs of the legs are lengthening. Breathe down into your belly. Let the spine lift and expand. And as you exhale, draw the belly button in. Let the spine stretch forwards. Again, we're not arching the back up, so notice if your shoulders are lifting, trying to let the shoulders roll down and lengthen the spine. Let's do one more big breath in here, lengthen, and exhale, extending forwards, push the heels away, let the belly draw inwards. Good, and then let that go. We're going to lie down again, have a moment on the back. Oh, that's good. All right, so back to the legs. Very problematic for lots of us, yeah? Hard to stretch and open there. The knees want to bend upwards. because we're so tight. So we just work gently, always working gently, never forcing as we stretch. We want to relax into a stretch as we hold and breathe. So just lying here for another moment, let that all go. So as we lengthen the spine, we start to relax more. The parasympathetic nervous system kicks in. The stress response slows down. And we start to feel more relaxed. Alright, so let's come back to the knees bent. So feet are just in line with your hips, not wide, but feet aren't touching either. So somewhere in between there. Okay, and we're going to take the arms above the head and stretch out through the fingertips. So lengthening the upper body. Now I want you to notice your heels pressing into the floor, making sure your toes and your feet are parallel, not pointing out to the sides. And just wiggle your big toe and just connect that sensation of your big toe touching and pressing into the floor. Okay. Now if you'd like, you can imagine you're holding something between your knees, or you can actually physically get something to hold between your knees, like a book or a cushion or something. Alright, so we take a breath in, and on the exhale, lifting the hips up, stretch more through those fingertips. Let's inhale, come all the way down. Exhale to lift up, stretch the fingers, push down through the heels and the big toes. Notice as if you are holding something between the knees, the knees won't come apart, they're slightly drawing in. Inhale, come back, let's do one more. And exhale, we're lifting up now. Alright, so we're going to stay and breathe through the nose. So close your mouth. Breathe through the nose. And now we're going to slide the hands around and down. Press the palms into the floor. See if you can lift up a little bit more. And if you can, try and interlace your hands and squeeze the arms down even more. So shoulders roll back further. If you can't do that, then just keep your palms flat into the ground. Breathing through the nose, lifting through the hips by pushing down through the heels and the big toe. And now just soften your buttocks slightly. So we can squeeze the bottom strongly, but we can also just soften it a little bit whilst keeping that lift up through the waist and the belly. Just imagine someone's got a rope around you and they're pulling you up from your middle. Couple more breaths through the nose. See if the shoulders can roll back even more. If the hands are interlaced, then try and squeeze the palms and the wrists together. Chin is tucking in, neck is nice and long. Good. Alright, release the hands now. Float your bottom down. And we'll just let that go again. So relaxing everything out. So if your back aches a bit, that's okay. We're going to stretch it out in a moment. But just lie here. Notice what sensations you feel. A lot of the time we're just going about our life, doing this, that and the other, and we don't actually stop and feel how we're feeling, or we only notice when we don't feel good, when something's going wrong, or we feel sad or upset. But just noticing whatever sensations you feel now through your body, and just take this moment to observe what's going on. So maybe the body feels big and expanded, or maybe you're feeling some deep strength and contraction in the lower body. And maybe you just feel warm all over, or maybe your toes are tingling. Whatever it is, just take a moment. It's always going to change anyway, so as each breath comes in and out, the sensation moves on. Beautiful. All right, so now we're just going to stretch and open through the back a little bit before we finish. So pull both knees in again and just noticing how your back feels now. Breathing in, let the chest and the belly expand outwards, and exhale, let it soften. All right, so we're just going to keep hold of that right knee. Take the left leg back out along the ground. Push out through the heel and pull the toes back. Squeeze the right knee towards the chest. And again, just close the mouth, breathe through the nose. Making sure the leg on the floor is getting longer as you squeeze the bent knee in. And we just relax the face, relax the shoulders. Good. All right, so let's take this a little further by taking the right foot up towards the ceiling, and we can hold behind the knee and just relax the shoulders there. If you want to go a little further, perhaps you can hold over the toes onto the padding of the foot and hold the leg up. Okay. Alternatively, you can use a belt like we did before and hold onto the belt with the right hand. Any of those three positions is fine. So this is really quite a nice one with the hands behind the knee, breathing. That way we're not putting any strain on the shoulders, we're just relaxing the arms. The focus is on the legs. You know, both legs are working as we breathe, lengthening and softening. If you decide to hold the foot, make sure you're actually holding onto the ball of the foot, not just the toes. That just takes it that little bit more strongly as we try to extend and straighten the right leg. But whichever of those positions works for you, as long as you're feeling a reasonable stretch, you're not overstretching. A couple more breaths here. Breathe in through the nose, let the whole body expand. As you exhale, lengthen more through the legs gently. Allow the crown of the head to lengthen too. Lovely. Alright, and then release that down and let it go. Just feel now your right side softening. Take a breath here. So I really want you to come away from this class with some really deep, calm centeredness. Being able to move into situations where you might feel slightly confronted, but where you can just breathe in and just relax as you breathe out before reacting to any of those tricky situations. We can stay really calm, then things will be a lot better for us and for everyone around us. Alright, so let's pull both knees in again. Just stretch the knees in, holding on. Alright, then we'll keep the left knee, take the right leg back out straight, tucking the chin in, pushing out through the right heel. Just a couple of breaths here, relax the shoulders. And we're breathing through the nose. Good. Alright, so let's take the left leg up, and again we can just gently interlace the hands behind the thigh or the knee. Holding here. If you want to extend a bit further, we can hold over the toes onto the padding of the foot, or if you do still want to use your belt, you can. And just hold the belt and lengthen through the back of that leg. Okay, I'm just going to keep holding with my hands interlaced. Chin is to the chest, working out through that straight leg on the ground. Soften the shoulders, soften the upper body. Relax into the belly. Push out through the heels more. As you breathe out, lengthen gently. Relax and lengthen. Keep breathing through your nose. leg down. Let that go. And we just lie here for a moment. Let everything soften and feel again. Tune into the sensations. What's happening? What can you feel? Is there a tingling sensation? Just noticing whatever it is that you can feel. And now as you're breathing, feeling the whole body expanding with the breath in. And as you breathe out, let the whole body soften and sink into the flat mat underneath you. So just taking another couple of breaths here in Shavasana. Palms are gently facing upwards, legs are nice and long. And just noticing the curves of the spine, the warmth on the inner body. Alright, let's draw those knees in again. Let's grab hold. Take a breath in. As you exhale, pull your head to your knees. Inhale, bring the head back. Let's do one more. Exhale, pull your head up. And then rocking and rolling a few times. And coming up to finish in a comfortable seated position. Let's just rest the hands in the lap and close your eyes here for a moment. Breathing in and out. So checking in with yourself, feeling lighter, stronger, much more calm and relaxed, ready to meet whatever situation comes your way today. So let's take a big breath in, arms rise up, and exhale, back down. Inhale to rise, arms, exhale, down. And let's do one more big breath in. Exhale, hands into the chest in prayer pose. Soften the shoulders, tuck the chin in slightly. Again, noticing how the breath fills every space inside your body. And as you breathe out, how that softness washes through you. So keeping that calm, deep centered feeling with you throughout your day. And just knowing that you have that inside of you. We don't need to react to every situation. We can just bring ourselves deep into our inner centered calmness and meet those challenges in a slightly different way to perhaps that we have on previous occasions. Thank you so much for joining me in this class. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in another class very soon. Thank you so much. Namaste.